Speaking of, like, if there's one thing that you do purchase, I
can't
truly
wait.
mean this.
Yeah.
Think about these button freshwater pearl earrings. We will never repeat this price. How in the world these are $69? Honestly, Nick, I know we don't talk about pricing, but I don't know, even at $79.
Oh, I'll go there. I'll go there though, because in the world of pearls, it is like right now, it is like every month the prices just keep escalating, and it's like we don't know when it's going to stop, and it literally is like when we secure goods for for production and for design. And then all of a sudden, next we go in for production, and it's like, hey, well, the prices just went up 20%. It's like, no.
Well, especially for quality like this.
Yes.
Because you guys are very rigorous.
Well, you have to be picky about,
Yes.
when you look at the factors of what makes pearl special, it has to be natural color and natural luster, or just, having that luster, if you want to condense it down. That's where you get the sheen, that's where you get the iridescence, that's where like those beautiful pearl opaly qualities come from, is from that pearl nacre. So you really need to have those nice thick coatings, but that's what's going to give it the color. So when we look at what makes a pearl high end, natural color and natural luster. Those are the two most important factors that I look for in high-end pearls. Regardless of shape, regardless of size, regardless of any other factor out there, natural color, natural luster.
100%.
Always.
That's what you're always, told in grading. So when you look at this, I'm going to see too if I can get some of my color palettes over here, because when you said it's taking on the luster of my pink that I'm wearing.
You see it, pick it up.
But look at in the black. I'm seeing in there golds. I'm seeing greens. I'm seeing that luster. Okay, let's talk size. These are a 1/2 inch in length. They're 1/2 inch wide.
Yeah.
These are not little tiny, itsy bitsy.
No.
A lot of times I love a pearl stud. This is like, make up your perfect wardrobe of earrings.
Yep.
And the most classic, ageless and timeless, is a stud and a button, correct? So
absolutely.
You're starting right there. A lot of people don't have the button because they're much more expensive.
You know what? Well, I actually love the button. Actually, it's converse. Oh. The rounds are the most rare.
Oh, okay, the perfect shape.
Yes, and that's what's the most expensive. But here's why I love the button so much. It's flat in the back. So, so my wife, Nicole at home, this is her go-to earring right now. Like, this is her earring of the summer. This is the one where, we've been going crazy with sporting events and like after sport parties and all that stuff.
Kids are out of school.
Yeah, out of school, and it's like, okay, which games, like divide and conquer, which games are we going to? And then there's like the after party after that, after the game. So this is the earring that she has been wearing for the last like 2 months, and it was like, it's seriously every party, every event we're at where she's wearing these, people like, we want those earrings. We just want those earrings. You tell them that they are under $70, and it's like, no way. There's no way you get that size of a pearl with that kind of presence under $70.
Really 18 today to get them home with FlexPay. But you're right. No, honestly. And you can go online, do comparison shopping.
Absolutely.
But again, I want you to look for the premium in luster.
Yes.
Okay, in size, obviously, in shape. But those are all the things that obviously is most important. But I can promise you with the Kwan name. Yes, of course. And you have a little bit longer, or extra wider butterfly back, which is nice.
So we give you that larger size butterfly because we wanted to support the ear, given the size of these pearls. Now, these are 12 to 13 millimeters in size. So when you talk about the oversized look of stud earrings, this is where you go for that look. But if you were to get this in a round pearl, there's no chance you would be at this price. Whether that's a South Sea pearl or a freshwater pearl in this kind of size, there's no way that you get it at that price. Now, here's what I want to show you what I love so much about the button earring. Now, we call it the button because the profile on the side, it's totally flat in the back. So what that means is when you put this on, it's going to sit flush in the ear. It's going to be so comfortable, and especially with the oversized butterfly backing that we give you, it's going to support the ear perfectly. It's going to sit upright. It's going to bring a lot of presence to the face. But this is one where, so we were on our buddy's boat the other night. My wife wore these, and I was like, okay, camera comes out, and I was like, I need some pictures.
Yes,
like, I need to see you wearing these.
Yes.
But it's just, you see just like the presence that an earring like this and what it does for your confidence, what it does to elevate your look.
Look, and just to, again, whether it's, I love what you're saying, whether it's going to the baseball game and then an after party afterwards, going to a black tie event, or again, going to whatever, just your everyday to the office.
Right.
You
baseball to brunch, right?
Baseball to brunch.
Yep.
And this goes back to, you know what? I don't even know what year. I mean, this is like your grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-great-grandmother may have had some version, maybe even been simulated, you know, because they're very expensive to get the button pearls, especially in a 13 to 16 millimeter size. That's exactly what we're bringing to you here. So it's always going to be a half of an inch by a half of an inch, so you have a good size, all sterling silver, rhodium finish behind that. And here's the thing. We took $10 off the price for our big Tucson event. And we're offering 4 flex payments, which means these speak to you anyway, or maybe it's a classic look that you did have years ago and say, all right, I know, anywhere near, I'm telling you, anywhere near under $100. This is what I said during the preview. I said, you put a one digit, or, you know, it doesn't even have to be just a 1 in front of that. It'd be an excellent value.
And if you're looking for that earring that you know that you can wear time and time again, and this isn't one of those earrings that it's like you have to pick and choose what outfit you're wearing. My wife wears this with a black sweatshirt as often as she would wear it with a little black dress. You know, and especially right now. And, you know, also, again, I want to go back to that button shape and that flat back and how it sits flush in the ear. What you find is you're going to find that it's very, very comfortable. I think it's actually more comfortable than a round. That's the feedback that I always get is, hey, the button is so much more comfortable than a perfect round because it's flat.
That's a great point.
So you think about, you know, the number of times you were going to wear this, what you're paying for it, and then relative to the quality of the pearl that you're getting. This is one of those pieces that if you were to get, like, you know, the perfect piece of clothing that you were going to wear every day, it's worth its weight in gold, right?
100%. Nick, that's what I'm doing. I'm putting different color palettes, like little swatches behind it.
Look at the contrast.
And look what happens. So it always has its own, it's like the color I'm wearing right here, but
look at that.
own personality.
Did you see the way that just shifted where like, it just picks up that color?
And look, going back to the blue. Like, see how
it's magic.
It's wild.
It is, you know, this is like such a chameleon of gemstones where it picks up what's around it. It's going to elevate and change what you're wearing, the complexion, you know, just the brightness of, you know, this is like a million candles going around you.
You're right, because it's that luster, it's that illumination, it's that, you know, what we love most about pearls is the way they look, the way they reflect the light, the way they illuminate, and to get this size, and you're seeing these now so beautifully on Andressa as that classic, you know, again, elegance. It says so much about a person. Let's talk about that too.
Well, it's just, I think, one of the things that I love about what's going on with pearl right now is, you know, the 8 millimeter, the 9 millimeter, the 7 millimeter, they've all kind of had their time as the earring, but now it's the time of the oversized earring. So getting over to that size, it's like that is that added sophistication. But when you get to that size of over like 10 millimeters, it just screams luxury and elegance, doesn't it?
Oh, 100%. I mean,
so
that's,
you put this on, but it's kind of like one of the things I always tell when I give my pearl seminars, I always tell the ladies that you know I'm lucky to speak to is, when you get home, just, you know, watch what happens in the mirror when you know, go into the mirror without anything, no earrings, no necklace. Just stand in the mirror. Now put your earrings on. Now put your strand on. Watch the elevation. Watch what happens and watch how transformative these pieces become.
100%. And for under $18, you get these home. You get, of course, your money-back guarantee. If it's a birthstone for that June special gal in your life, whomever it may be, that'll be a pair of earrings that they will have. And I can truly say this, for years and years and years. They're heirloom quality of Kwan collection, anything that you purchase.
Or even if you want to be June babies like you and me, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. We can all be, why not?
That's right.
All right, brand new today, 871-056. Boy, are these popular. Okay, now we're gonna talk about if I were to go to you, Nick,